and welcome to Late to School, a totally normal Sailor Moon watchcast. I'm Zach.
And I'm Lorena. And today, we're going to be watching 2 special episodes of Sailor Moon.
Yeah.
Let's just get into it.
Well, we should intro we're sort of doing a bookend sort of analysis of the first and last episodes of Sailor Moon.
So, hopefully this episode will come out after the actual final episode of the podcast.
I really hope so.
If not, maybe wait to listen to this.
Yeah.
Or if you don't care, that's fine too.
Yeah.
So yeah, first episode
is a moon star is born.
Yeah,
which...
So, we've already watched this episode, obviously.
Yeah. Which aired on August 28th in Canada in 1995.
Yeah.
And September 11th, 1995 in the United States.
Okay, yeah.
The first episode starts with a screen showing in big red text.
Right.
That, this is from a faraway place and time, Earth's greatest adventure is about to begin.
Yeah, So this episode starts, as we all remember, by introducing us to the world of Sailor Moon.
Yes. By explaining what the Moon Kingdom is.
Yeah.
We see the Moon Kingdom. A weirdly British narrator who we never hear the voice of again.
As far as I remember.
Intros the Moon Kingdom to us and explains that it's a kingdom on the moon, ruled by Queen Serenity.
Yeah.
So this is sort of, it's a lot of information for the first episode.
Yeah. It was destroyed by the evil Queen Beryl.
Yes,
and
Queen
the
Beryl
Negaforce.
And the Negaforce.
And when it was destroyed, Queen Serenity sent the spirits of her people.
Yes, including her daughter.
Princess
Serena,
and the Sailor Scouts. To Earth.
Using the Crescent Moon Wand. And the Imperium Silver Crystal.
Silver Crystal, yeah. And also the 2 cats.
We see her telling the cats
to protect
the
people.
Yeah.
And specifically Princess Serena. So, let's just break kayfabe immediately. Why'd they put this in the first episode? Why did the Deke Dub put the... Why... We're watching 2 episodes of the Deke Dub. The first episode and the last episode.
Of Season 1.
Why did they put all of this backstory in the first episode?
Because they're so dumb. This is the thing. This is like...
I'm glad you agree that this is dumb.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I told you, from the get-go, I love shit that's yeah, we're not gonna explain anything about what the fuck is happening. We're just gonna dive right into it. And, this is the opposite of that. This just tells us everything. Also, her name is Princess Serena. And her English name, her English name, I would say, is Serena.
Yeah.
So, there was never any attempt to hide it in the show proper.
In the real show, it's not, it's obvious.
Yes.
It's obvious to anyone who isn't, 5 years old.
Right.
But at least... Okay, you know me. You know I like dramatic irony.
Yes.
This isn't good dramatic irony.
No. This compounds my problems with Luna, really.
Yeah.
What Luna knows. How... This is not gonna be the first time I say this in this episode, but how the fuck did they forget?
Yep. Anyway... We'll talk some more about Luna in a bit. Episode proper is what we remember.
Yes.
Serena's late for school.
Before we get to that, though,
okay,
we skipped right over the opening since it would have broken. Could have broken kayfabe real quick. Let's talk about the opening, which we have talked about on the show before.
Yeah, but I don't think I think an important thing we didn't talk about, because maybe I didn't realize what was happening. The visuals in the opening.
There are a lot. What specifically are you...
So, the opening for the Deke dub is sort of a, like, compilation, like, Frankenstein combination of all of the openings throughout the series.
Oh, really?
At least of most of them. No, the series.
The whole series?
Yeah. As far as I remember. There's some stuff missing. Like, obviously, we don't get any shots of Uranus and Neptune or Chibiusa. But, yeah, there's a lot of stuff from various different openings that the show used.
Okay.
In Japanese. Also, though, there are some scenes from the show.
Yeah!
Such as,
Morga's transformation.
Also, a lot of scenes from the final episode.
Yeah, sure is. Sure are.
There's of
the season again.
Of the season, yes. There's Princess Serena. Blasting Queen Beryl with the Crescent Moon wand.
Yep.
There's the bit where all the Sailor Scouts join her.
Sailor Scouts does roll off the tongue a little better than Sailor Guardians.
Yeah,
but it doesn't really describe what they do.
No, so the word in Japanese is Sailor Senshi.
Yes.
And Senshi is, I believe, very literally translated to soldier.
Okay.
And I can conceive of a world in which Deke gets, like, translation notes and stuff from Toei for Sailor Moon. Mm-hmm. And they decide, well, we can't have them be called soldiers. What about scouts?
Yeah.
That's similar enough.
And it's got the alliteration.
Yeah. The reason the Viz dub uses Guardian is because that's kind of been accepted as the, like, de facto... there was a live-action show based on Sailor Moon called Pretty Guardian Sailor Moon.
Okay.
Which was a translation of Bishoujo Senshi Sailor Moon.
Okay.
So Senshi literally means soldier, but there's been, like, a kind of agreement that it should be translated as Guardian for English releases.
Okay, sure.
Which I think sounds better than soldier personally, but it's personal preference.
I tend to agree, but I'm also more used to Sailor Guardian now.
Yeah.
So.
Anyway,
yeah, they're just a lot of scenes from the final episode, which is wild. Also, go ahead.
No, you go.
Okay.
Because I realized the thing I was going to say isn't worth commenting on until we get to the final episode.
Okay. I didn't notice that. Okay, so the bit where they're like, robot roll call. Sailor Venus, Sailor Mercury, Sailor Mars, Sailor Jupiter. I didn't notice the first time I watched this opening that they incorporate that into the rhyme scheme of the song.
Do they?
And they rhyme Sailor Jupiter with I think it's with all the powers that are new to her.
Yes. Okay, yeah.
Which is creative. I'll give them that. I'll give them that one. They tried very hard. They tried so much harder than they should have.
They tried their best. Anyway,
I don't think... No, they tried hard. They didn't try their best.
You're right. That's fair. Episode opens, as we remember. Serena is late for school.
Now it gets to the actual part we remember, yeah.
And she runs downstairs. Her mom is like, hey, you're gonna be late. And she's like, why didn't you wake me up? And food, get your lunch, run out the door, go to school. Nothing really notable about that scene.
Yeah,
like, some of the dialogue is slightly different, but it's not anything egregious.
Right. We'll get to some egregious shit, though.
And then we get the scene where Serena is walking to school, and she comes across those kids who are bullying Luna, and she stops them. One of the kids does say, I want to feel its tongue about Luna, which is very strange to me. I know there's, cats have sandpaper tongues, but, what a weird line.
Just want to feel its tongue.
Yeah.
Luna's sentient.
That's such a
that. Yeah, I know, but that's such a fucked scene for her.
Serena chases them off. She says rotten brats, which feels like out of character.
Yeah, that was not what... I feel like that was not what she said.
And she, checks on Luna.
Removes the
Band-Aid.
The Band-Aid. Does not mention that it is a bald spot.
No, just says, "Is that a crescent moon?"
Yeah, and which is so...
Yeah.
Why would you remove the bald spot thing? It's funny.
It is funny. Luna...
It feels like they just made arbitrary changes sometimes. Like, they just changed...
Oh, absolutely.
They just changed things because they could.
Yeah.
They just wanted to make their own show out of clips from another show.
I'm not convinced they had the script. I'm not convinced they had the Japanese script. I could be wrong.
Possible.
I don't know. I don't know how much information they had when they were writing this dub.
Right.
Luna hops up on the car, has her stare down with Serena, and in this version we hear an internal monologue from Luna, who sounds like a grandma.
Who sounds like a grandma, yeah.
And
I got pretty used to that pretty fast, though.
Yeah, it's fair. And she's like... Could she be the one?
Could she be the one?
And the bell rings and Serena has to go to school.
I guess she was really close to school. I don't remember the bell ringing in the...
I think it did.
Japanese version of the episode, did it? Okay.
I think it did.
Or, well, Viz.
Yeah.
The Viz dub.
And,
we get to school.
We get to school.
And...
So...
everything starts going really downhill, as if the sort of beginning intro was not downhill
I'm
enough.
glad you noticed this.
Yeah.
Serena is in the hallway.
Yes.
But she's not. Not in this dub, because she's eating lunch and talking to someone off screen who we don't see.
Except then, behind her...
Miss Haruna...
exits the door of the classroom.
Yeah.
Presumably. And apparently overheard what Usagi was saying. I forget what... Sorry, Serena. What Serena was saying... I forget what it was exactly.
I don't think it matters.
But interrupt her to be like, hey, your grades suck. You fucked up 30. You got a 30 on this one. And it is... very weird.
It's very weird that they changed that.
Especially because it's so nonsensical as a set piece.
Yeah. And then we cut to lunch.
And then, okay. We cut to lunch, and I feel like here is a good time to mention the fucking transitions.
Oh, yes. Forgot about the transitions. I don't know how I could.
Awful. They are the most 90s shit I have ever seen.
In between almost every scene change, there's some sort of PowerPoint ass fucking... It's like the Sailor Moon tiara exploding across the screen. Or
it's like a bunch of crescent moons.
Yeah.
And then the image of whatever scene that was just spirals into the background, and then there's a new scene. It's so jarring and weird and ruins the flow of the show. Really bad.
Really bad. And I think we skip over the Queen Beryl scene?
Oh, was there a Queen Beryl scene? I think we did, yeah.
So we transitioned to the Negaverse. If we didn't skip over it, it doesn't matter. We can still talk about it.
Yeah. We transition to the Negaverse.
Where Queen Beryl is in her throne.
She is monologuing about how she wants to unleash the Negaforce.
She also mentions that the Oracle told her something. Which I don't remember being a thing, but it's been so long since I watched this dub.
Yeah.
So who knows if that comes up again.
And she is like, hey Jedite.
Hey Jedite.
She says it like a Jetite for some reason, but that's not even his name in this version.
Also, she sounds like this.
She does. She sounds like she's doing an impression of Yzma from the Emperor's New Groove.
Or Yzma was doing an impression of her.
Yeah, true. I guess it would have been the other way around, huh?
She tells Jedite to get energy.
She needs that energy for the Negaforce.
And he's like, yeah, sure, I'll do it, my queen.
And then he Morga.
He talks, he mentions Morga.
Yeah, his monster Morga. Going back to the school.
Then we cut back to school. Serena is having lunch with Molly.
with Molly,
and complaining about her grades.
And okay, I want to. I think I remembered something about a thing Serena said earlier in that scene, which is she mentions wanting to play the new Sailor V video game.
Yeah.
So in this that is a change from the original.
Is it?
Yeah, because in the original, Usagi learns about Sailor V in this scene from Naru.
Yes.
In this version, she knows about Sailor V from the beginning. And so this scene has to work around that. So they just talk. I guess we'll get to that. Serena.
You can say Usagi. It's fine.
No, I can't. Because this is not Usagi.
Okay.
This is not my beautiful child.
It's not Usagi.
This is not my beautiful anime.
We'll maybe talk about that after we finish talking about both episodes.
Usagi, fuck! Say what you said. Serena's complaining about her grades.
Serena's complaining about her grades, and she's like, oh, I wish my mom's not gonna let me play the new Sailor V game. And Molly, who is Naru, and who has a Brooklyn accent. I forget what she says here. Does she... I
don't remember exactly. I think she just says...
I think she just, like, kind of commiserates with her.
Yeah, I think she's like, she'll forget about it. Yeah. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
And then now Melvin's here.
Melvin shows up.
Sorry, I mean Umino.
Umino's here, and he is a shit. He's like, you should have studied more, Serena. I barely studied, and I got a 95.
Here's the thing, though. He's not quite like that.
Is he not?
I think he is like that in the original, but here he's like, hey, Serena, do you want me to tutor you?
Oh,
and Serena's like, no. And then he's like, he seems, okay, the dialogue in this version of the show is so bad at characterizing what characters are trying to fucking get across. Because it's trying so hard to make jokes.
It's trying so hard to make jokes, and often it does not match the animation or the lip syncing at all.
No. I believe there was a scene earlier, I remember now, when in the Negaverse scene, Jedi just says something without moving his lips at all.
Yeah, Which, to be fair, is not a thing that never happens, but...
In the Viz, yeah. Or in the original.
In the original Japanese, too.
Yeah.
But, like, at least then it feels intentional, even if I don't understand why they had that intention.
like it's an artistic license.
Yeah.
But then Melvin is just like, I did poorly too. I got a 95. I barely even studied and got a 95. I need to study more.
Yeah.
And, like, what are you trying to get across with this character?
I think the idea is that he's such a fucking twerp. He's such a genius twerp that a 95 is bad for him.
Yeah. But also, he was just offering to tutor Serena.
Yeah.
Usarina. That's my favorite Pokemon.
God damn it. Fuck you. Anyway, yeah, Melvin, he's shitty, and Molly is like, hey, I know what'll get... Sorry. Serena, I know what'll... No, that's not it. I know what'll get your mind off this. Let's go buy some jewelry. Let's go shopping at the mall. The mall. Also.
Listen, the show agrees with me now that they're in a fucking mall.
Then...
Yeah, again, this scene in the original is about Sailor V, like, they start on the subject of getting jewelry and stuff by Naru talking about Sailor V, like, saving a jewelry store from getting robbed. But in this version, they don't... Usagi Serena already knows about Sailor V, so they just have to have them talk about jewelry for even longer than they already talked about jewelry in the original scene. And it's very weird,
Yeah.
and does not. It's such a weird just stop in the pacing.
Yeah. Anyway, they agree. Serena agrees to go to the mall, to go to Molly's store.
Molly's mom's store.
In the mall, I guess.
Yeah. It's a tall mall.
They go, and Umino is like, Serena, she's so pretty, but she's such a shopaholic. Heyo. And we cut.
It's such a non-joke.
So, they go to the jewelry store. We see the jewelry store before they arrive. There's a sale. All the women are very excited.
There's a very big sale.
We'll talk about that in a second.
About that. Morga, Molly's mom.
Molly's mom.
Morga in the form of Molly's mom is there and is very obviously suspicious.
A lot more suspicious than she was in the Viz dub, because she literally internally monologues, "I am Morga, servant of the Negaforce, and I will drain the energy of these foolish humans," or something to that effect.
And also, as she's like yelling about the sale and stuff, and I believe yells, "Make me an offer," which is not a thing you do in a store, I don't think.
No. She's an alien, she doesn't know.
Yeah, she's true. We do see Molly and Serena are here, and they, in this version, are suspicious immediately of Molly's mom.
No.
They're like, "Hey, why is she acting weird?" Which is interesting. It's not necessarily a bad change, I guess, but it's kind of a weird change.
Yeah. And they introduce themselves. Serena introduces herself or says hi to Molly's mom or something.
Hang on. I remember something about this fucking scene, but I can't remember what it is. I know there was something about this scene. Hang on.
And, Molly's mom tries to sell Serena some stuff.
Yes,
She tries to sell her a, 20 carat?
I believe it's 20 carat.
She tries to sell Serena a 20 carat diamond for $10.
Yes.
Which is extreme.
Yes.
That's a much bigger markup than it was in the original. Where it was 3 million yen for 3,000 or something. And the ladies crowd around because they're excited about
they just shove
diamond. And
they shove Molly and Serena out of the way. So in this in the original version, Usagi... it is Usagi in the original. Switching back and forth is fucking with me.
Yeah.
In the original, it was still just too expensive for her because she didn't have enough allowance, and she knew that she couldn't get a raise in her allowance because of her bad grades.
Right. In this version, none of that's there.
No,
and it's not super important, but it's such a weird thing to take out.
Now this scene is purely about Molly and Serena being suspicious of Molly's mom.
Yeah.
Rather than being tied into the narrative of Usagi being a bit of a klutz.
Yeah.
And messing up her grades. So, it's very weird.
Yeah. Did Molly get pushed out? I thought Molly stayed.
I think that, they both get pushed out of the way, but I think Molly stays, but Serena sort of sneaks out.
Okay. And then Serena walks by the arcade, sees the poster of Sailor V, and is like, "Damn, I wish I could be like Sailor V."
Yeah. Which I feel like is also different from in the original. I feel like there's some differences.
There might be some difference there. I think she still idolized Sailor V. But
and then she, gets frustrated
with her
test and
balls it up.
Yep.
Throws it away. And it hits
a man
who is wearing a green jacket and a black turtleneck and purple pleated pants. And this is Darien.
This is Darien Shields,
which we don't learn in this episode. But I will say this about the Deke dub. We do learn Darien's name a lot earlier in this version than we do in the original or the Viz dub.
I don't know if that's good or bad.
I don't either.
I kind of like, just for a long time, just knowing him as purple pleated pants.
Yeah. There's a very weird bit where he very quickly says, "A 30? Admirable." Sarcastically, obviously, but...
It, just in general, people in this dub talk way too fucking fast.
They talk weird.
Yes. Like, a lot of the time, they just talk over each other.
Yeah.
And it's very weird.
And, he makes fun of her. And she takes her test back.
Calls her Meatball Head.
Meatball Head. She does not make fun of his outfit, but she does walk away angrily.
And then
she turns back and says, "What a jerk. He is cute, though." And then leaves.
I think we've talked
about this change, and I hate it.
Yeah, it's a bad change. I believe also we see Luna.
We do see Luna watching Serena. And I think we also hear an internal monologue again, where she's like, "Oh, I gotta follow that strange girl."
I believe it's Serena starts crying, thinking about wanting to be Sailor V, and we see Luna and her internal monologue going, "Could this crybaby be the one?"
Your Luna impression is spot on.
Thank you. I think.
And then I think we cut to commercial here.
I think so.
It's hard to tell in the version we watched.
Yeah.
Because they don't have the eye catches from the original. Because the Deke dub didn't. It just cut to commercial.
There's some, parts where it fades, I think.
Yes. I think those are the commercial cuts. And when we cut back from commercial, Serena is home. I think they completely cut the scene where she runs into Sammy, her brother.
Yes. Yeah. Shingo, Sammy, I guess,
does not appear in this episode. She's home. Serena's home, and her mom has received her test. And gets mad. She mentions that Serena was up all night at the library studying with Melvin.
Yes, okay. So, in the original... I remember this. In the original version of this scene, we get those little Melvin, speech bubbles.
They're little speech bubbles with Melvin.
Because Usagi's mom says that Melvin came over, today, and told her that...
Serena Usagi got a bad grade.
Yes. But here, they're talking about Melvin as they've already studied together.
Yeah.
At the library. And that doesn't make sense with anything we know.
It's also a bizarre thing to change. Once more. They had to have them talk about Melvin in this scene because of the Melvin speech bubble. But I don't understand it.
Yeah.
Anyway, Serena's mom gets mad and tells Serena to go to the library and study.
Rather than just kicking her out of the house as punishment.
And I think then we cut back to the jewelry store.
Yeah.
Where the women are starting to pass out from having their energy drained. And Molly's mom is like, gonna take their energy.
And Molly is like,
oh no,
Mama?
Mom, what, Mama? She calls her say Mama.
Yeah, every time. I'm scared. I can't do a Brooklyn accent.
No, I can't either.
Okay. She says I'm scared, and then is like, what's happening? Because everybody's collapsing.
And then Morgan reveals herself.
Yeah.
And, Then we cut back. Serena is home.
Serena's back inside. She's in bed.
She finished studying at the library. Which is not a thing Usagi would do.
Nope. She would fall asleep in the library.
And
or be reading manga.
Yeah. And I think she's going to sleep.
Yes. She does have a good... I remember she has a good line here. I can't remember the exact content of it. But she's like, I'm so sleepy. Gotta sleep. Just go to sleep.
Yeah.
And then she starts going to sleep.
She's interrupted. She's awoken.
Yes.
Though, by her window opening. And Luna's here.
Luna's here. And she wakes her up. She's like, how'd you get in here? And she's like, Sailor Moon.
I don't think she says that yet. But, Serena is disbelieving that a cat could talk.
Yeah.
Luna explains that she is the Sailor Scout of the Moon.
Yeah.
And Serena is like, oh, I must be hallucinating.
Yeah, it's almost beat for beat.
It's almost beat for beat, except instead of just going, good night, she does say, I must be hallucinating.
Yeah, which is a shame. It's a lot less funny.
And Luna explains that Molly is in danger.
Yes, which I don't know if she knew at this point.
I think she knew it, but I could be wrong.
Your Ridge.
Gives Serena the brooch.
Yep.
And Serena starts posing in front of the mirror. You know,
yeah,
it's the scene. And then Luna tells her to say, Moon Prism Power. Stops there.
Yep.
And Serena does. And so that all of the music in this show is changed.
Yep.
All of it has been changed.
Most of it has been changed to variations on the theme song, which I found very annoying.
Yeah.
As a like, don't fucking overuse your fucking leitmotif.
Yeah. And the transformation music, I think, is the worst change.
Yeah.
Because it's the new transformation music isn't anything. It's not exciting.
It's not, no.
It's just generic as hell.
I feel like no. I feel like this could be a good song in some other context, maybe.
Maybe for like an attack.
Yeah, or I wasn't even suggesting a context in this show. I just mean, in general, it's maybe an enjoyable song elsewhere, but here it's
just boring.
It's not good.
She transforms.
It's the uncanny valley of fucking...
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. She transforms, and she, is confused.
Yeah.
Why am I in a sailor uniform?
Yeah.
This isn't Japan. She doesn't say that, but boy, it sure is weird that this American middle schooler is wearing a sailor uniform this whole time.
Yeah. Interesting, huh?
And she, hears Molly crying over her ear radios.
They had to keep that bit, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know why they had to keep that.
Yeah, she already knew Molly was in... What? And Luna's like, you gotta go save her! And
you have to go save her, Sailor Moon!
And then we cut transition.
Yeah.
Moons fill the screen.
Morga does her face shifty thing at the place and is gonna fucking eat Naru or some shit.
And then Sailor Moon is here.
Yeah.
And
she has a speech.
Yeah.
Which
I
didn't know.
Okay. She says I think the gist of her speech every time in this dub is, I will right wrongs and triumph over evil, and that means you.
Yeah. So they replaced and I'll punish you.
They replaced in the name of the moon, I'll punish you.
And that means you.
Yeah. They also, every time there's the, I am Sailor Moon, guardian of love and justice.
Yeah.
Every time in this dub, that is just completely different. It's never the same phrase. It's always something context sensitive.
Huh.
It's very strange.
I think she says guardian of justice in this first episode.
Does she? Okay.
But...
and, Morga's evil and is like, Sailor Moon, I don't know who you are. I'm gonna fight you.
Skeletor.
This isn't what Morga sounds like, but it's my only evil voice.
Sailor Moon.
And they fight the fucking zombie ladies.
Ladies, but no glass bottle.
No glass bottle, although she does get cut somehow.
She does get a cut somehow, yeah. I guess she just scraped her knee.
And Luna's like, Sailor Moon, you need to do the thing. And Sailor Moon's like, I can't.
Do the moon thing.
And she's in danger. And, Rose appears. And also there's an electric sound effect, because I guess of the effect that happens when the rose appears. And they were like, well, kids aren't going to understand what that is.
Yeah, so now it's electricity.
Yeah, and Tuxedo Mask is here. He's in the window. Yeah. The usual.
And he gives...
His speech is just like, Sailor Moon, believe in yourself.
Yeah.
And it's not...
Which is not... No.
It's boring.
He's such a not dick in this scene.
Yeah.
Why isn't he a dick?
And Sailor Moon is like, she has a line at some point in the scene where she says, I want to play Sailor V video games. I don't want to be in one. And then Luna's like...
Well, she cries.
She does cry.
She starts crying, and the thing happens where her bun holder things amplify her cries and disable Morga and her zombies.
Mm-hmm. And then Muna? And then Muna's like, finish her off, Sailor Moon! Use Moon Tiara magic! And Serena, Sailor Moon, uses Moon Tiara magic.
Yeah, and again, the music is bad.
It's bad. And she destroys Morga, except not, because Morga says, I'll be back! I will return! As she crumples into dust. She's not dead, though. Don't worry.
Don't worry about it.
Morga's not dead. She'll return.
Don't even worry.
She won't return.
She'll be back.
And all the ladies are fine. And Tuxedo Mask says goodbye. He doesn't say farewell, which is weird, but he does leave. And, he's such a hunk. I don't think we actually see them, find Molly's mom tied up in the basement in this version.
I don't think we do, no.
But we definitely did in the original. So I don't know where Molly's mom went.
But Morga was always Molly's mom, and now she's dead.
And now, no, she'll return.
Well, she'll return. That's true.
To
take care of Molly.
Yeah. And then we cut to the denouement, and all the girls are talking about how they had a dream.
Pretty much the same.
Yeah, it's basically the same. And then we get the ending theme. Which is just the opening theme.
Which is just the opening theme and then it's the credit sequence, for the original credit sequence with Usagi and Tuxedo Mask on the sort of silhouetted on this lake. Except also in the corner, there's just the opening. Just the opening. The opening is in the corner.
Yeah.
While the credit sequence is the rest of it.
It's very weird.
I don't understand.
Oh, also, though, before the credits, forgot about this. Sailor Moon says...
Oh, Sailor Moon... I couldn't remember if that was before or after the credits.
Yeah. Sailor Moon says...
This is a segment that appears to be in every episode of this version of the show that features Sailor Moon giving life advice directly to the audience over clips of the episode. Mostly.
I think there are some clips in this from the hi, I'm Usagi Tsukino.
Really?
Which
I didn't
isn't
that.
in the episode otherwise.
Yeah,
Because they replaced it by explaining the backstory.
Yep.
Anyway.
Sailor Moon
I forget
says,
what advice she gives here.
Believe in yourself.
It's basically just believe in yourself, be yourself. Oh wait, they just have the Sailor Moon says here.
Oh.
I'll read it.
Okay.
Sometimes the hardest thing in the world is believing in yourself, especially when your grades are, less than stellar, or you're kind of clumsy. But you never know what the real you can do. Set your mind and heart on it, and anything is possible. Bye now. She laughs, but
So bye now is our the moonlight is a messenger of love, essentially.
I don't know if that's true, but basically...
that's just
there is no equivalent, as far as I'm aware. There also is no next time on.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was the first episode.
That was the first step.
The next episode is, it's a lot. The next episode is...
It's the last episode.
I guess you went over it.
Yeah.
You gave the information for the first episode, so you do it for this one, too.
It is Day of Destiny. The 40th and final episode of the first season. I can't see they don't seem to have put the date info on the wiki.
Well, we said it when we talked about the real version.
Well, we don't know the Canada one now. The Canada one is so important.
Oh, the Canada one
now.
is important. That's true. I'm sorry.
Oh well.
I'm sorry.
But yeah.
So this episode is the final 2 episodes.
Yes, it is.
Which will become clear as we talk about it.
Yes.
How do we start with this?
I feel like we should start with today is D-Day on this episode of Sailor Moon. This Sailor Moon has a pre-cap.
It does. I forgot about that.
Of Sailor Moon saying that.
Uh-huh.
Of saying today is D-Day.
Uh-huh.
I guess that stands for Day of Destiny.
Day of Destiny.
And then we see sort of how the episode starts. in the orig. I keep saying the orig. You know what I mean? The Viz.
Yeah.
Orig.
I mean, the Viz dub is like just a new dub for the original episode.
You know, the newscasters. There's hot spots
on
the sun rather than dark spots. They're hot spots, I guess.
Getting some good Wi-Fi from the sun.
Fuck you. And we see the cats in the arcade who are injured from last time, I guess.
Probably.
I assume they did have the episode prior to this with Kunzai. Yeah. So Luna and Artemis are here. Artemis kind of almost just sounds like him. It's a different voice.
I don't agree at all.
Okay.
Artemis sounds like a 40-year-old investment banker. I think Johnny Youngbosh is in his 40s, but he doesn't sound like an investment banker.
I feel like Artemis just has the energy of a 40-year-old investment banker to me personally.
That's fair.
In the Viz included.
That's fair. He's worse in this dub.
But yeah, so the cats are there, and then we skip a lot. So... Because again, this is 2 episodes combined into 1 episode, so they've clearly fucked with the pacing really bad.
We skip Usagi making dinner for her family.
Yes. And
we basically just cut straight to the Hikawa Shrine. I don't know what they call it in this version, because it definitely isn't the Hikawa Shrine, right?
It can't be, right?
Does the wiki you're reading off of have any information?
It doesn't.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
They're there. And
you know our friends, Serena, Amy, Reye, Lita
and Lita.
And Mina, yeah.
Yeah. Lita.
They... Okay.
I don't know if we've talked about this.
I don't know if we've talked about this, but okay. Amy. Sure.
Amy. Sure. Makes sense.
Reye to Reye, but spelled different.
That's just,
Sure. Mina. Short for Minako. They call her that in the orig anyway, sure.
Fine.
Lita. Mako becomes Lita?
There are some theories on some of the wikis.
I am gripped with anticipation for what you are about to say.
Lita could be lightning. Could be trying to evoke lightning, which is stupid as hell.
Yeah.
Here's the thing.
It's not like her name was Raikou in the original.
No. The thing about Mako as a name is that it is androgynous. It could be a name for a boy or a girl. I think it's more common for boys in Japan. But, Mako. There's so many names that have that.
Yeah.
Max. You could have called her Max.
Alex. Max would actually be better, because that
starts with an M.
Yeah, and has an A, and it has a K sound, kind of, I guess.
Kind of. But yeah, Lita's
so
here.
Bad. Lita's here, everybody's here, and they're all in their winter clothes and stuff, and they...
Yeah, Serena asks if Reye kissed Chad. Who is Yuichiro.
And, but then Luna's like, you've got to transform into a poisonous snake. They gotta transform. And so they can get, and Serena is very, very forthright, very tired of bullshit, apparently. And he's just like, yeah, whatever, we know. Moon prison power.
Yeah.
Like, she's very dismissive.
And they transform. It's a lot less cool because the music isn't as cool.
Yep.
And also because Artemis is just fucking dragging Serena through this whole transformation sequence for no reason.
Like, in the original, this is Artemis explaining what they need to do.
Yeah.
This is a mission debrief.
Yeah.
But in this version, which is wild to me, because this version needs that mission debrief more than the original did.
Probably.
Because the pacing and, like, keeping track of what the fuck is going on is so hard in this episode.
Yeah. I don't know if it would make more sense if we had, like, watched the dub all the way through, but I don't think so.
I doubt it.
I
highly doubt it.
And so, yeah, they just... Also, Luna drags her a little, too, and it sucks. They finish transforming. They teleport. Do they teleport? I forget if they teleport.
They fucking teleport. They do teleport, but with no pomp and circumstance.
Also, no explanation.
No,
like
they just stand in a circle and they teleport.
Artemis doesn't say sailor teleport. No. He's just like, yeah, good luck.
It's weird. And now they're in Antarctica. There's a weird. The fucking transition. The Arctic.
It's not no bear land. It is bear land.
Oh, okay. There's the fucking transition. They teleport and then they do one of their fucking transitions and it sucks. It just rips the fucking gravitas. What little gravitas they left right out of the situation.
Serena's cold.
Serena's cold.
Fucking looking for D point. Do they call it D point?
No, they don't call it the D point. Amy, Sailor Mercury, calls it that volcano over there. Sure. The volcano.
Those famous Arctic volcanoes?
Okay.
Yeah, I think then we cut to the Negaverse.
Yes.
Where Queen Beryl's like, Sailor Scouts are here, we're gonna kill them.
Oh!
No, we're not gonna kill them.
No, we can't say kill.
Because that's for children.
We forgot something extremely important about the Negaverse and about Queen Beryl.
Oh, did we?
Which is her crystal ball is a fucking photorealistic plasma ball thing.
Wait, they made...
Yeah.
What?
They edited in, like, a weird plasma ball thing into the crystal ball. That is also the basis of, like, a bunch of the transitions from and to the Negaverse.
God. Okay.
So they gave her this... It would have taken so much effort
to do that, yeah.
To do this stupid, useless thing.
There's so much in this thing that is stupid and useless that would, like, those transitions.
Yeah.
Like...
Why? Why did you need them?
Queen Beryl is like, who can defeat the Sailor Scouts? And the Doom and Gloom girls volunteer. Which, I'll give them this. It's better than DD girls.
Yeah. Is it?
I mean, DD girls
I feel like it's on par.
Okay. That's fair.
But yeah, it's our Moth girls. The most powerful entities in the show.
Yeah, from the Negaverse. We should have watched the fucking reveal episode where Queen Serenity explains about the Moon Kingdom.
Yeah, because how does that work in this?
Because they just used so much of that footage in the intro for the first episode. Anyway. And we transition back to the Sailor Scouts.
Yes, as they're walking through the Arctic towards the volcano.
And the storm stops. Yeah. Illusion.
Tuxedo Mask.
Time for Tuxedo Mask.
And, so Serena's like, I want to save him. And the other's like, it's a trap. Sailor Jupiter makes the same expression that she does in the original, which is a very cartoony, like dismissive, rolling her eyes. But she's much less like, oh, obviously it's a trap. Come on, Usagi. And more like, don't fall for it, Usagi.
Yeah.
Or Serena.
Yeah, don't fall for it, Serena.
And it's weird.
Yeah, like I said, there's a lot of just voice acting not matching the animation at all.
And then, he's like, save me. And, Serena he tries it, and then it would have burst out of his fucking chest. They kept that.
They did keep that. And they everyone dodges out of the way. It grabs Mako.
Yeah.
And the DD girls appear.
The Doom and Gloom girls
appear. And they're like, oh, Sailor Jupiter.
Okay, hang on. Doom and Gloom girls. Other thing I forgot to mention. When they appear, Beryl is like, the Doom and Gloom girls! Yes!
Great.
She's so excited.
They are the Negaverse's strongest monster.
Yeah.
And we get the scene where Sailor Jupiter, does a fucking suicide attack on the Doom and Gloom girls.
She does it very casually and very...
It's a lot less dramatic in this version.
It's a lot less dramatic because everybody is talking extremely fast and everything is going extremely fast.
Also, we don't see the bit where the, like, ice spike forms and she's dead.
Yeah.
Because...
She's not dead.
She's not dead.
She has been taken into the Negaverse.
Yeah, the Doom and Gloom girls over the fucking intercom assure us, she's with us in the Negaverse, girls!
And...
Don't worry, it wasn't a suicide attack.
Don't worry, we do still see her on that white background going, like, don't worry about me.
They kept that.
Even though she's not dead.
She's not dead.
Ugh. And Serena still cries. As if she had died.
And...
Because, again, this is pieced together from scenes where she fucking died.
And Serena's like, hey, why don't we just give him the Imperium Silver Crystal, or the Phantom, or whatever the fuck they're calling it. Phantom Silver Crystal at some point.
Is it?
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah. And the girls are like, no, don't do it.
And then... Fucking, I hate this part. I hurt my hand. I hurt my arm hitting the arm of my chair.
Are you okay?
Yeah. Amy, Sailor Mercury, with her British ass voice.
Okay.
We should talk about voice acting.
She sounds like she recorded in where we're recording. in a studio with no padding, nothing. She sounds like she recorded in a separate place from everyone else because her voice is so echoey.
Yeah, it's very weird.
It's so weird.
It's very strange. And so, in the original, we're gonna, be saying that a lot. In the original version of this scene, Sailor Mercury detects that the DD girls are coming and is going to stay behind and hold them off while Minako, Reye
and Usagi go on.
Yes. And it's like the brave, heroic sacrifice type moment. In this version, Mercury just detects something on her computer and is like, I'm gonna go check it out. You guys go on ahead.
Yeah.
Like, what?
I think she did detect them on her computer in the original, but... It feels less heroic here.
Yes. It's because she doesn't know what it is.
Right.
She doesn't know it's them. She's just gonna check it out, and you guys you go ahead. And again, it goes so fucking fast.
Yeah.
Like, Serena gets like one line of being hesitant about that, and then just cut away.
And they leave, and Sailor Mercury stays behind.
Yeah, and she is...
The rolling fireball happens.
Yeah, she is confronted by Greg.
She is confronted by Greg. I forgot.
We also forgot about Andrew.
Right.
They used the DD girls, the Doom and Gloom girls used Andrew to tempt Lita. Ugh. And then
Greg's here.
Greg is here.
And it's framed, it's not, Amy isn't like, oh, I guess it's my time to see someone important to me. She's just like, oh, it's Greg. Couldn't be. She's like,
couldn't be him.
Like, it has no gravitas.
No.
It's not.
And then she scans him and is like,
it's not him.
It's not him.
And
but then they just attack her anyway.
They attack her.
They do the fireball.
And she uses Mercury...
Bubbles blast?
Blast or something?
No, I believe it's bubbles blast. Yeah, it's Mercury bubbles blast. It's plural bubbles. I guess that's fair. There's more than one bubble.
She uses Mercury's bubbles blast, and they completely cut the bit where she shields herself with her water.
Yeah.
And she just appears inside the thing.
She just gets dragged inside somehow.
Sure is hot in here.
Yeah, she says... Oh, it looks like my days of sailor guardianing. She doesn't say that. Of being a sailor scout might be over. To which one of the Doom and Gloom girls responds, "That's right, techno twerp."
Listen. Yeah.
This is Team Rocket now.
Yeah.
But less cool than Team Rocket.
So also the entire context of this scene has changed. Yeah. Instead of Ami having protected herself in order to get closer to the DD girls to kill them or attack them, she has been captured. This is her getting captured inside the fireball because the Doom and Gloom girl says, we'll use her computer to find the other scouts. And we see the bit of her, like, holding her computer.
Yeah,
But they completely cut the bit where she uses it to smash the crystal on the illusion-making one.
So in this scene, Sailor Mercury does literally nothing useful.
This fucking episode does everything in its power to remove every bit of agency from these characters.
Which is incredible for wanting to have them die.
Yeah, it's almost like their deaths were them taking their agency into their own hands.
Yeah.
Anyway, they caught Sailor Mercury, and they have her computer.
They caught her.
So back with the other scouts.
Sailor Moon is aware of this somehow. You know, because in the actual show, in the real show, it's like, oh, she feels her death. Mm-hmm. But here it's just like, I felt her be captured, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh no, they got her.
And she, collapses.
And Reye, with her high-pitched ass voice.
God, she sounds like a baby.
She sounds like a baby. She doesn't sound like Reye should at all.
She doesn't even sound mean.
No. She's just like Usagi or Serena.
You gotta go.
I would love it if every time in this show, every time I say Serena, that's it. Like, I would love it if that was actually happening in this.
Yeah.
Just everybody was like, Serena.
Mm-hmm. Mina spots the energy of forming around Usagi, pushes her out of the way, and gets captured. They didn't have to edit a lot of this scene. No.
They did still keep her doing...
she's the only one, I think, who gets to kill... one of the DD girls.
Which is impressive, Doom and Gloom girls. Because they show all 5 of them.
Yeah.
And yet, at the end, they still just gradually decrease in number.
Yeah. I guess we can assume they're being defeated off screen, but we don't see it,
we don't see it,
She does point blank destroy the Doom and Gloom girl.
Yes, with Crescent Beam Smash!
Right, I forgot about Crescent Beam Smash.
You know how beams smash things?
Yeah, it's her smash attack.
It's her smash... Yeah, exactly.
She's gone. She's captured.
Gone. Yeah, she's been captured.
Again, they're all, like, waving goodbye. They're doing the thing where they're in the white void because they're dead. Except they're being like, I'll see you, Serena. And, Reye and Serena... get to the point.
Can I fucking say, we're using the wiki to, because fuck writing down the fucking recaps ourselves.
This is a very sloppy episode.
Yeah,
but it didn't need to be. It didn't need to be better than this.
No. I love the fucking wiki is even like, yeah, no, they're dying. But they keep saying, the wiki is like, yeah, the show keeps saying they're getting captured, they're dying. They are dying. I love that the show, this fucking wiki isn't even, like, working with the show on this.
This is the Sailor Moon dub wiki that we're also, like, this is not the Sailor Moon wiki, which is based on the original Japanese version. Specifically for this dub. They crest the hill, Serena and Reye.
They crest the hill and fucking Sailor Mars. Has... Fucking with my favorite Sailor Guardian. Fucking has this bit, instead of her fucking bit about, like, Usagi being right, and maybe she should have kissed Yorichiro and stuff, and like, hey, I
had fun arguing with you.
Yeah, I had fun arguing with you. Instead, it's fucking, I think you have to do this alone.
It's your favorite trope.
Yeah, I fucking hate that trope.
It's all up to you.
It's fucking... Don't fucking go... Reye just goes full on fucking Fallout 3 ending. Like, I could just walk into this radiation, but no, you gotta do it. You gotta do the thing.
Spoilers for Fallout 3, I guess.
I don't give a shit.
I don't give a shit. I am sorry if you do give a shit.
You shouldn't give a shit. It's a bad game.
Anyway, yeah, fucking Doom and Gloom girl appears, and they're like, she gets caught in the mountain.
Yeah. And then the original, when we see the flashing lights from inside the mountain and hear her screaming in agony, in this version it's her going like, take that! And it's like...
And I think I think we don't see the resolution to that scene at all.
We really don't.
We cut immediately to Usagi, or Serena. I guess she ran away.
Yeah, because we don't get the fucking baller scene of Mars killing the last.
No, we don't get that at all. We also don't get the scene where Usagi is like despairing, and sitting alone, and the spirits of her friends come to reassure her because they're not dead.
Because they're not dead, and also fucking bonkers shit here, which is the fucking Serena has been crying this entire episode as her friends get taken one by one by the Negaverse. They're not being killed, but she's still upset about them being captured, I guess. But now that Reye is gone, now that she is completely alone, now she is filled with determination.
It gave her the strength to carry on.
And
we immediately cut to the beginning of the second episode.
Yes, welcome to episode 2 of episode 40.
She is in front of the mountain where the D point is.
And then a very quick spear appears, just scoops her up.
Just scoops her up, and she's gone.
And she's like, whoa!
What's happening? She appears in the Negaverse. And Queen Beryl's there.
Yeah, she's like, you must be Queen Beryl. And Queen Beryl's like, yes!
And, reveal Prince Darien.
Prince Darien is here. He's doing his thing. So much great. It's so badly paced. It's incredibly badly paced because it's almost like this was 2 fucking episodes.
It's almost like that. And Queen Beryl sicks Prince Darien on her.
Yeah,
and they have the fight.
Sailor Moon tries to use moon healing activation.
Yes, moon healing. I guess it doesn't make any less sense than moon healing escalation, but it sounds worse.
It sounds worse, and it's such a weird choice.
Why? Why not escalation? Why activation?
Also, why doesn't she say makeup?
No, can't.
Damn it.
That's for girls.
But
not for this show.
It's a girl show still.
Nope. And she convinces him. We don't have to go beat for beat over this scene. She convinces him.
They made the scene where she fucking hits him with her tiara a lot less visceral.
Yeah, even though their expressions are.
Their expressions still are, yeah, for sure.
Also, he doesn't die.
He
fucking... So, they fight. She brings out the music box.
Yeah.
It restores his memories.
We don't see any flashbacks, notably.
Yeah, not yet.
Very notably.
He collapses.
Yeah.
Queen Beryl is angry. She tries to attack them.
She says, "This is so sweet, I'll get a cavity."
Yes. She attacks them with the rock spear.
Yeah.
Prince Darien
throws the rose.
Tuxedo mask. Destroys it with the rose. He isn't hit with it, I guess, because he's not dead.
Yeah.
But it does hit Queen Beryl, and she collapses.
She collapses. We don't see her breaking or shattering.
No, we don't see that. We do see her no-clip through the floor.
Yeah.
Prince Darien tells Serena that he'll catch up with her or something like that, and she is like, gotcha, and leaves.
Yeah, and she's like, you can call me Meatball Head, and like,
there's just no
there's
gravitas.
Nothing there, there's no chemistry,
and
there's barely any chemistry in the actual show, but
Sure. Cut to...
What, do you disagree?
Queen Beryl.
Okay.
At least in this scene there is, I think.
Sure.
Queen Beryl is demanding that the Negaforce give her power.
The Negaforce, if it's not clear, the Negaforce is the great ruler, is Metalia.
Queen Metalia. The Negaforce is like, yeah, sure, I'll give you power, you better kill that, or defeat that Sailor Scout.
I do want to point out here, I like how pissed the Negaforce is at Beryl.
That's fair.
Because the Negaforce is like, you're almost as incompetent as your minions. And
what was that?
I don't know.
Okay.
And I wish Metalia would have said that in the real show.
That's fair.
Because she fucking deserves it. I hate Beryl.
And
fucking
Beryl...
asshole.
Beryl fucking absorbs the Negaforce.
And then she immediately
appears.
Blooms out of the earth as her big...
As Super
Big
Beryl.
Lady of Pain form.
And then, Princess Serena's here.
Princess Serena's here. I think we,
Their banter is a lot worse. Did we skip something? Oh, we did.
Yeah.
Back on Earth.
Back on Earth. Yeah, well, I mean, we're on Earth, but,
right.
back in Juban. Back in wherever the fuck we are.
Crossroads Middle School.
Back in America. Eat your hamburgers, Apollo.
Luna and Artemis are on the roof. Luna's worried about Serena. Artemis tells her, "No, don't worry."
Yeah, the lights are going out, and it's getting really cold, they say.
Yeah. And Luna says, "Believe in yourself, Serena. You can do it." And there's no concern about the Silver Crystal maybe
there's no
being
concern.
bad.
There's no concern about there's no concern about Usagi, about her life.
There's nothing bad could come from using the Silver Crystal, I guess.
Yeah.
We don't need to set up anything about the Silver Crystal here. Cut back to the Arctic.
Mm-hmm.
Serena's here.
Serena's here. She walks bravely towards Queen Beryl, and they banter, and it's annoying.
It's really bad. It's not good.
It's not good.
Queen Beryl
blasts her.
The crystal
spire thing.
Happens,
She's got her dress.
Which is a lot less, a lot less effective, given that we haven't seen the other crystal formations.
Yeah, I think we've seen them, occasionally, but it's so weird.
We saw them from, they were slightly off screen.
Yeah.
And, it bloomed, it opens up, and she's Princess Serena now.
Uh-huh.
And give me the strength to carry on.
Uh-huh. We get the fucking, song. What's this type of song called again?
This is an insert song.
Yes.
So instead of the main theme playing, we get a completely original song for this dub.
Yep.
Called Carry On, which is sung by Jennifer Cheehee.
Is that Usagi's or Serena's voice actor? Okay, so it's not that kind of song.
It's not an image song at all.
Not an image song. That's the one I was thinking of.
It was written and I assume produced by Michael Bengiat, Andy Hayward, and John Miyagi, author.
Okay. Wait, his last name is Author?
I don't know what's up with that dude.
Okay, that's a cool last name. John Miyagi, Author is a very cool name. It sounds like an image song, though. Because it's very clearly just narrating what is happening in the scene.
My crescent moon... No. My crescent wand, my only light.
Uh-huh. It's good, is the problem.
Fine. It's a fine song.
It's got a hell of a guitar riff.
It's just so much less good
than it being the opening.
The opening.
Yeah. Although if it had been this opening, it also would have been bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They fight, and it's not as cool.
No, it's not as cool. And then the spirits...
Nope, it's just them. They're here now. It's their bodies. They're not dead, it's them.
But they fade in. They're translucent.
Are they? I don't think they are.
They're translucent.
I think they cut the bit where they're translucent hands.
I think we get that bit.
No, I don't think we do.
I remember seeing that bit.
I'll tell you why you remember it in a second.
Oh, okay.
It's not in this scene, I'm pretty sure.
Okay. But they do still have the fucking bits where they, here's a flashback to these characters, except it's not a fucking flashback.
It's also not them, talking about love. It's them just being I believe in you, Usagi. I'll fight with you, Usagi.
Yeah.
Usagi, we haven't known each other very long. This can't be the end. Okay, the scene with Minako? The scene with Mina?
Yeah.
It's from an episode that was cut from this dub.
That's right. Oh, the fucking pier. The boat. Oh.
So I mean, kids don't care.
And also, these aren't flashbacks.
These aren't flashbacks, but also
these are, what are they?
What are they? Anyway, Moon Cosmic Power.
Yeah, Moon Cosmic Power. I don't know what the fuck's up with that.
I don't know what's up with that either. And they destroy Queen Beryl.
They destroy Queen Beryl.
And we don't get the speech at all.
We don't get the speech.
We just smash cut immediately to Usagi waking up in bed.
Yes.
Luna and Artemis narrating.
Everybody's safe.
Everyone's safe. But they lost their memories.
Uh-huh.
Why?
Why?
Why did they lose their memories?
Because in the original...
they all died and were reincarnated.
Yes,
or revived. Resurrected.
Time went back because of Usagi's wish.
Yes. She doesn't make a wish here.
She doesn't make a wish here. And...
this is what I was saying earlier. You could have easily established, if Serena uses the silver crystal, it'll consume her memories. Or something.
Something.
But they didn't. They had to keep them losing their memories because it's important to the second season. But they... it's so absurd. So, also, though, this scene is cut a lot shorter than it is in the original version. We don't even see, we don't see any of the other girls. We only see Serena.
No, we see them.
I think we
see them as, Serena is passing them.
I don't think we see we don't see Lita or Mina. We only see Amy and Reye, I think.
I think
we might not even see Reye.
No, we see Reye. I remember us seeing Reye.
And then the end of the episode is Darian waking up in a hospital.
I hate this.
And he says that he doesn't remember anything.
Yeah, so this is prefaced. This is prefaced by Luna saying, "But what about Darian and Serena?" And now we get
and Serena's there. Serena's there, and she says, "Hi, I'm Serena. I'm a hospital volunteer, and I'll be taking care of you." And the episode ends.
There is a joke also about him comparing her hair to meatballs.
Right, sure. And then
the episode ends. So, they fucking used the non-diegetic fucking flashback ass adult Mamoru in the hospital with his head bandaged from his injury.
From his car crash
as a child. And then they show, they have Usagi in that scene because she's in his flashback, basically, because she's getting through to his very soul. Mm-hmm. They make that diegetic and part of the post fucking epilogue. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Because God forbid we have that loose end, I guess.
But there was already a scene where they meet again. It's calling back to the first. I don't get it. Anyway, Sailor Moon says.
Here's it's somewhere on there. I'm dead. I'm dying.
Sailor Moon says, "Today was pretty bad, huh?"
Today started pretty bad, is what she says.
And, she gives some advice.
We saved the day. We did the fucking thing. If my voice sounds weird, it's because I'm melting into a puddle of shit.
Yeah.
And then she gives advice, and then also the other Sailor Guardians give advice. Mm-hmm. And you know what's interesting about that? Mm-hmm. The other Sailor Guardians in the Sailor Says portion, the clips they use of them talking, are not in the episode we just watched.
Nope.
Because they're the spirit forms of the characters.
It's the scene where she's sitting alone and her spirit forms appear.
And the art is different and everything, so you can definitely tell that they're weird for some reason.
Guess we'll never know why.
Yeah, because that doesn't happen in the fucking episode.
And I think this is where you remember the scene of them.
Yeah, there is a clip of that in this, I think.
Which, again, pretty short cut from the episode.
Yes.
And then they're not dead.
And also they're just talking directly to the audience and they lip sync them weirdly and it's very strange. And then credits, and the credits are the same. The credits are, there's no
Yeah.
No change in the credits from the first episode,
No.
unlike
the opening was also the same.
Yeah. So
that was the Deke dub.
That was
a
bookended
sample
summary
of the Deke dub.
Yeah. My first time watching anything of the Deke dub.
Well, I've shown you some
full.
clips.
Yeah. Any full episodes of the Deke dub.
It's.
You sound hesitant in a way that makes me think you're about to defend something.
No, I'm not about to defend anything.
Okay.
Because this was the first version of Sailor Moon I watched. And when I was a kid, I watched it as part of my English lessons.
Uh-huh.
I'm not a native English speaker, and my English teacher basically gave me a selection of, like, American media.
Okay,
to watch.
So this is a weird choice for that, but okay.
Yeah, I think he didn't understand. And I watched Sailor Moon because it looked cool.
Uh-huh.
And it's surprisingly easy for me to not have a fondness for this.
Is it because there's just a better version of it?
There's a better version of it that I can watch.
Uh-huh.
And also, they just fuck up everything.
Yeah.
There's no... This doesn't feel like a finale. There's no gravitas.
No.
It's just a mess.
It's so badly paced. The transitions ruin everything. The dialogue ruins everything.
Yeah.
There's weird, nonsensical, pointless changes to the plot. It just... They try to censor all the death.
I forgot. There was a second song. Instead of the image song with Mamoru and Usagi that plays over the final montage, there's a song that plays over it. It's a New Day, which is also sung by Jennifer Chihi.
Okay.
It was written by the same crew as the other song, except for instead of John Miyagi author, it was Lois Blaish.
Okay.
But yeah.
I didn't even notice there was
a song with lyrics. You didn't notice that song? It's fine. It's fine. I think I owned that album. There was an album with all of the vocal tracks they made for the Deke dub.
Huh.
They're fine. They're fine songs. They're just not as good.
Nah.
The fact that it's all the same vocalist also, she's good. She's a good vocalist.
Yeah.
But it kind of makes it less interesting.
Mm-hmm. That's fair. But yeah.
I really hate how the finale just takes all the agency away from these characters.
Yes.
I said it earlier, but I just want to reiterate, Jupiter's suicide attack doesn't do anything except get her captured.
Yeah.
Amy doesn't get to destroy the crystal on the Doom and Gloom girl.
Uh-huh.
Minako kind of gets to kill one, which is fine.
Yeah.
Reye doesn't get her cool moment where she tugs on the fucking vine and fire souls the whole thing.
Yeah.
None of it. It's just all gone. Because Sailor Moon is a lot about giving these girls more agency than they could ever possibly have in real life.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just all gone. It's just all gone in this. And it's a shame.
It's all gone, and to what fucking end?
To what end? I mean, okay, when this aired in Japan, it made kids cry. Sure, I get that. But I feel like there's a better way to do it. There's a better way to change it if you have to change it.
I feel like, again, it made kids cry because they were dying.
Yeah.
I get it if you don't want to have the death.
Sure.
But you can still keep those scenes.
Yeah.
Just like it ends with them getting captured instead of dying.
Or they're unconscious or something.
Make it clear that they are still knocking out the other monsters.
And it's also they all come back at the end of the episode, which, a show that has characters frequently die and come back? Steven Universe.
Yeah.
In fucking 2016 or whenever that show started airing, we figured out, this is fine.
Yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Anyway, I think I've already said most of what I have to say about this. Do you have any further thoughts?
I was entertained when I wasn't being annoyed.
That's fair. It's funny, I guess.
It's funny, not intentionally.
No.
It is trying to be funny.
But those aren't funny.
No, those aren't funny, but I do laugh at them. I laugh at them, not with them.
Uh-huh.
And it's bad.
It's bad.
It's not enjoyable to watch, is the thing.
Yeah.
It's not really... I wouldn't really recommend it.
Yeah. No. Especially not with... Like, I prefer watching dubs over subs because I have problems with processing when I watch subtitled stuff because of ADHD. But if you're like me, there's a better dub to watch.
There's a better fucking dub. And it's on Hulu. It's very convenient. If you have Hulu, I guess.
I don't want to complete... So I haven't... I'm just going to acknowledge this. I haven't mentioned any of the voice actors for this dub because I don't want it to feel like...
Yeah.
Hey, and Lita's voiced by whoever, and also now we're going to completely make fun of her performance.
Yes. I will... like...
And also because I feel like we never talked about the Japanese voice actors, and I think we're going to do that when we return for Sailor Moon R. And I feel like it would be rude to only talk about the English voice actors.
Yeah, I'll say, like, I feel like a lot of the voice actors are giving it their all.
I think, yes. I think especially... So Serena has 2 voice actors.
Yes.
I think she has 3 voice actors total.
But we see
throughout
2.
The series, we saw 2. I think both of them... do a good job with what they're given. Yeah. It's just what they're given sucks ass.
Yes. They would, like, we talked about the one clip from an earlier episode of the Deke dub where they're about to get hit by the big fire pillar thing, and Serena's voice actor is like, no fun getting toasted! And I love that.
Completely out of tone and character for that scene.
Yes.
But it's a good read on that line.
Yes. And, like, I feel like that line could even be in a good show. Yeah. It really does feel like they just wanted to make a show. And they just Frankensteined one together out of a different show. They
wanted to make a show that was more in line with the tone of what children's television in America was at the time.
Right.
Which was very goofy and, like, not serious or dramatic at all. Which is not what Sailor Moon is.
No,
Sailor Moon is goofy a lot of the time, but it is also dramatic and serious and has a lot of gravitas and, like...
It's got morals.
Moments. Yeah.
You don't have to fucking make a moral section at the end of the episode because they say the morals in the goddamn episode if you would keep them in.
Yeah, But yeah, it's a mess.
It's a mess. That's the best way to say it, I think. It's a mess. That last episode especially is a fucking mess.
Cousins.
Maybe next April Fool's Day.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe
if we talk about the cousins.
We'll talk about the cousins.
If we get there by then.
If we get there by then. On the bright side, with these 2 episodes, we didn't have to have fucking girl zoicide.
Yeah, we didn't have to deal with zoicide, which I'm thankful for. I would have refused to misgender zoicide. I would have just, Any further thoughts?
I don't think I have any further thoughts. As always, thank you for listening. You can find me at Frylord Zarek on Twitter.
And you can find me at Lorena27.
And you can find us both at late_school.
And thank you to Kevin MacLeod for use of the song Semi-Funk.
Goodbye now!